right, Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again. It's your host, the G-Man, as we continue with our team-by-team NFL draft review. Today we're going to talk about the hated, at least from my perspective, Dallas Cowboys. To all you Cowboy fans out there, their draft scares the living hell out of me as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I think we'll consider it a really good job, but it could be an absolutely great job if Jaylon Smith can come back and play. Sitting at number 4, the world was their oyster. They didn't need an offensive lineman. They definitely had a need for a defensive end. They could have certainly reached up and gotten one of those guys. However, when Bosa went 3, I think the logical choice is take the best guy left in that draft, and I think it might be Zeke Elliott. They didn't need a running back, but they have a great offensive line. They want to keep Tommy Romo healthy, and he is better than Darren McFadden. He is better than anyone else they have there. Even Alfred Morris, I know, signed a fairly big deal. Zeke Elliott is special. He can do everything. He's a 3-down back. I would be surprised if he's not a 1,200-yard rusher this year with 12 touchdowns. So when you can get that kind of production, I know people say don't draft a running back that early. People are wrong. He's a beast. They did a great job. Jaylon Smith is the second-round pick. If he becomes even 80% of the player he could have been, this is an A-plus draft for Dallas. They took a huge risk. If I were going to take the risk, I probably would have taken Myles Jack, who is going to play immediately but may not have a long-term future, versus the guy who's not going to play immediately but may have a better long-term. But I felt good for the kid. I can't root for him now, so Jaylon, I apologize. I'm not going to be rooting for you now that you're with the Cowboys. But I felt bad for him, what happened to him, because he was an absolute beast and a star in the making. Third round, Malik Collins from Texas, defensive tackle. Excellent selection. Not going to help the pass rush, but they needed it. I think their fourth round they did well as well. Charles Tapper is going to be that pass rusher. I don't know that he's big enough to be that constant threat that I think they need, but I think he'll be situational. And I love Dak Prescott. Other than Carson Wentz, I think Dak Prescott's the best quarterback option in the draft. I think he's going to need a little bit of time this season. He needs to get into a real offense, not play in the spread, not take the shotgun snap. But I think he has a huge skill set. So again, as a non-Cowboys fan, it breaks my heart that they wound up with him. Even late, nothing in the 5th round, nothing in the 7th round. They took a couple of real good risks, right? They tried Rico Gathers. For those who don't know who Rico Gathers is, he plays basketball. He plays basketball for South Florida. He wants to be the next Antonio Gates, except he's 25 pounds bigger than Antonio Gates, and he's built like a Greek god. I don't know if he can do it, but he might be able to do it. Anthony Brown and Kevon Frazier, they need some cornerback help. They took a couple of reaches. I'm not sure that either one of them is going to pan out, but you can't blame them. So they have so many good selections. I guess I'll say the potential steal is Dak Prescott, because I do like him as much as I do in the 4th round. A couple years, I think he's your starting quarterback and a good one. The reach has to be Jaylon Smith, but is a really calculated risk and worthwhile reach. So I'm going to give them a solid B+ for the draft itself. With, again, if Jaylon Smith turns out to be a player that contributes, he doesn't even have to be a Pro Bowler, gets close to that level, this is an A+ draft. Breaks my heart to say that as an Eagles fan, but I am what I am, and I'm certainly honest about my predictions. So on your 2016 review of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.